What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. We live and direct with Lil Mac in the back. Lil Mac in the back, he chilling, relaxing, chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and all of the sort, man. What's going on? What's shaking, man? Happy Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to go live because something has been on my mind regarding all of this Cam Newton drama. The Cam Newton drama involving his comments about Jalen Hurts, starting quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Chris, what's going on, man? How you feeling, boss? Hope everything all good your way. But yeah, man. So for those who don't know, I'm gonna wait till some of y'all come on in here first because I only got two people on the live stream. A lot of times I just start the live stream talking because it'll be weird when y'all play this back to just see me sitting around just looking at the camera for about 4 or 5 minutes. And I can't have that. I gotta have y'all some type of commentary, you know what I mean, before I just, why y'all just watching the video, man. Yeah, Chris, man, I'm glad you on here. I don't know. Ever since I got that strike on my channel, I kind of feel like YouTube been working against me. Like they've been hiding my videos or not telling y'all that I'm on live or whatever. Or some of y'all not getting notifications about the videos that I drop and all of that. Yeah. So let me go ahead and I've been trying to up the ante in my videos and stuff so I can get back in favor with the algorithm. I ain't never really been all the way in favor, but you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be doing pretty good. But I feel like after I got that strike against my channel, I kind of was like my channel just been kind of like off the radar a little bit, in the algorithm and even within my own amongst my own subscribers. You feel me? So look, here it goes. Cam Newton. So yeah, when the inactivity is present, the algorithm hides you for real. So I had to get back in motion and get back in the swing of stuff. So look, Cam Newton basically he was coming out, he was questioning if Jalen Hurts was a top 10 quarterback, right? I believe he is a top 10 quarterback. I don't think he top 5 though, but I think he top 10, right? I think he rounds out the top 10. Cam was acting like he not sure because of the talent that Jalen Hurts is surrounded by. That outstanding offensive line. Saquon Barkley ran for 2,000 yards. You got AJ Brown, you got Devontae Smith, you know what I mean? You got liable, very valuable options at tight end. People like Cam feel like, yo, he got a stacked team, so we don't really know if the winning is a product of him or if it's a product of Dallas got him. We don't know if the winning is a product of him or if it's just general management is putting together a great team. I didn't think that was all the way like fair to Jalen all the way, even though he do got a stacked roster. His roster is absolutely stacked. Offense, phenomenal. For real, right? I don't know if you can ask for a better offense, truthfully. But anyway, I feel like when he said these things, people got rightfully, a lot of people got upset because Cam tries to go viral a lot with the clips that he makes. Since he started his media career, since he didn't got his own YouTube channel, Cam, he says a lot of stuff, just outlandish things just to be saying it sometimes, right? I think he knows if you say certain things that can look like clickbait, you get a lot of traction. So he'll say things, you'll be like, it's a head scratcher. It's a head scratcher. Nah, I don't agree with that. Nah, I think that's wild to say. I acknowledge those things. Sorry for stuttering, y'all. But in the midst of him questioning if Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback, he got a lot of pushback from Terrell Owens, Ryan Clark. Did Dan Orlovsky say something, I believe, as well? He got a lot of people like coming at him. Gilly, y'all know Gilly from Philly. A lot of people felt like some of the shots felt personal, the way they were talking about Cam. You had Terrell Owens said Cam just mad because he didn't jump on the football in the Super Bowl and Jalen Hurts got a Super Bowl, insinuating he's jealous of Jalen and the success that Jalen has experienced. has the success that he has under his belt, right? Jalen done been to 2 Super Bowls. He didn't won one. Cam ain't won. He didn't win the Super Bowl that he went to. So you got a lot of people like, oh, it's coming at him sideways. And in the midst of all of the backlash that Cam faced, I'm seeing people acting like Jalen Hurts and Cam like they're the same thing, right? Like they the same thing as a player. Like, oh, like, or even insinuating that Jalen Hurts is better than Cam Newton. I don't think so. I don't think he's better than Cam at all. Truthfully, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I do not see that at all. And I like Jalen. I got a lot of respect for Jalen Hurts. Y'all see me do videos on Jalen Hurts, man. Looking like he an extra on Living Single with the Kango hat and a cigar in his mouth and a hoop earrings like Michael Jordan. I got a pair of hoops in here myself, right? So I always give him respect. But my thing is this. I look at what Cam Newton did in Carolina. In 2015, when they went 15-1, there is no way that roster was supposed to go 15-1 at all. But Isaiah, sometimes stats don't tell the whole story, Isaiah. Stats don't. Sometimes you need context in certain things. If you put Jalen Hurts on a 2015 Carolina Panthers team, them boys go 7-9. 7-9 probably at best. 7-9. Maybe 8-8. Maybe. But not no 15-1. Not that Carolina team Cam was on it. No, Christian McCaffrey, not in the 2015, Christian McCaffrey wasn't even there. Jonathan Stewart was the running back. Christian McCaffrey didn't come to 2017. When Cam went to the Super Bowl, Jonathan Stewart was his running back. And Cameron Artis Payne. Right? Now, wide receiver. Y'all, people think Steve Smith wasn't even there. Smitty wasn't even on the team. He was in Baltimore. Kelvin Benjamin was slated to be the best receiver on that Carolina Panthers team that season. Everybody was talking about Kelvin Benjamin being the breakout star. Kelvin Benjamin gets hurt at the beginning of the year, ACL injury. I think before the season started, I think Kelvin Benjamin got hurt. So he out, right? So now Cam is left with Ted Ginn Jr. as his best wideout, right? Now, his best pass catcher was Greg Olsen. Y'all know Greg Olsen. Greg Olsen was nice. He was nice. But as a receiver, at wide receiver, their best option was Ted Ginn Jr. Now, if y'all know Ted Ginn Jr., Ted Ginn was fast, but he was not a great receiver. He dropped a lot of passes. In fact, that year in 2015, Ted Ginn dropped about 5 potential touchdowns. I kid you not. And probably missed out on more. Right? So when Cam got that team to the Super Bowl, that looked like him that almost was resembling him at Auburn. Right? When he was at Auburn. Because I promise y'all can't name one player on offense outside of Cam Newton on that Auburn team that won a national championship. Right? Carolina, really, for real, for the most part, was the defense. You had Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, them, they killing it, right? But on offense, hey man, it's Cam or nothing. Cam or nothing. And the big fella stood 6'6", 250, had to make it work. Now again, Greg Olsen was a security blanket. Shout out Trey Mason. Trey Mason was was Trey the starting running back on that Auburn team? I don't think Trey was. Look at the roster, Chris. Was Trey I'm trying to remember. Was Trey the starting running back on that team? He was, yeah. But no, for real though. So what I'm saying is that I can't tell you Jalen Hurts. Now I do think Cam be throwing shots for sure. 2 things can be true. Yes, I do think Cam be going way out of bounds. Like he be just a lot of stuff he be saying. I be like, no, I completely disagree with that. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all Jalen Hurts better than him because you got people so upset with Cam They saying Jalen Hurts better. And I can't tell you that. Because I'm telling y'all, I can't sit here with a straight face and tell you if you put Jalen Hurts on that 2015 Carolina Panthers team, I don't think they're going to the Super Bowl at all. I don't think they're going to the playoffs. Playoffs. Now, that Jaden Daniels stuff, yes. Because Cam be trying to, he play into clickbait a lot. He plays into clickbait a lot for his channel, right? He does that, and sometimes way too much. But I'm never finna sit here and say that Jalen just a better quarterback than what Cam was. Because I think if you put Jalen Hurts in certain positions that Cam was in, I don't think we get the same results. You feel me? But Jalen Hurts has played better than every quarterback in the league named Pat. Yeah, Jalen Hurts balling out. But all I'm saying is, I can't say if you don't give Cam Newton those same weapons that Jalen has offensively, I don't know if Cam don't go to another Super Bowl. I can't confidently say that. What's wrong? No. Hey, give me a water, Lulu. Thank you very much. I don't agree with a lot of things that Cam says, for sure. But to act like Jalen Hurts is better than him, I can't do that. I don't know if Jalen Hurts is going to be a league MVP. I would hope so. You know what I'm saying? I would hope so. But but Jalen, again, he wins. He shows up when he's supposed to show up, right? But all right, Trey Mason was against Jameis Winston. Right. Michael Dyer, who ended up transferring to Arkansas State and then just fell off the map. He went to Arkansas Baptist or something like that after that. Michael Dyer fell off the map. But all I'm saying is, and just Jalen shows up in the playoffs 100%. But Cam had to literally be Superman for Carolina to get to the Super Bowl. He didn't have no dang on Devontae Smith, no AJ Brown. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no Saquon in the backfield with him. Offensive line, he didn't have that offensive line Jalen had. And he got it done. And he still went to the Super Bowl. He didn't win now because they goddamn. What's my boy name? Von Miller and them was on his head. Von Miller and them, Akeem Talib, Von Miller and them, they was not playing. Bro. Listen. But Cam had 35 TDs he threw for 35 and 10 picks. And listen, when you got Ted Ginn Jr. as your best receiver, Black Mall, your completion percentage go. Ted dropped about 5 touchdowns that year on my mama. I remember I was in my apartment in grad school. Ted Ginn Jr. Ted Ginn Jr. was some booty. I don't care nobody say Ted Ginn. Yeah, completion percentage wasn't the best. I mean, no, that's a bad. You said leave my boy Purdy alone. Ted, that completion percentage is not good. It's not. But yeah, DeMarcus Webb, Von Miller made his life a living hell. They did for sure. But let me say this though. Sometimes I think sometimes people look at wins and losses as a quarterback stat too much sometimes. Like, I think sometimes he get measured in that too much. It gets measured in that too much. Cause goddamn it, Joe Montana was a dog and never won no goddamn Super Bowl in his life. I'm not Joe Montana, I'm sorry. Dan Marino. What the hell I'm talking about? Joe Montana got what, 4? Not Joe Montana. Dan Marino. Dan Marino ain't never got no Super Bowl in his life. You know? Exactly. If they are better than Jalen, they don't need a super team. You say if they are better than Jalen, they don't need. No. Hey, look, Kid Carr. He remember Ted Ginn was fast. Now, Kid Carr talking that talk. Ted Ginn was fast as ever. Ted Ginn kept dropping passes that year. He dropped Cam really should have had 40 TDs that year. He should have had 40 TDs that year. For real. And Ted dropped about 5 or 6 on. And we all was on the, I remember us collectively on Twitter like, Ted again, garbage, boy. But yeah, Cam is never going to be Peyton Manning and Tom Brady when it comes to completion percentage. But what, man, is nobody discredit Tom Brady or Troy Aikman for their mediocre ass stats. They won, so people called them great. Yeah, that's true, but now Tom Brady ain't never had no mediocre stats though, Black Mall. You talking about like playoffs or something, like playoff games? Now Tom Brady ain't never been no. Oh man, hold on, Imperial Stats. You just reminded me, Clarissa, about the now I got to see Clarissa put on that whooping. Because, you know, people mad at me about me backing Clarissa Shields to whoop Layla Ali. That's what my video should have been about. I'm going to get back on live tonight. Y'all know I ain't got to work tonight. You feel me? Now, right. Drew Brees, Matt Ryan in the same division as him. You feel me? Get it done. But sometimes I think quarterbacks get looked like wins and losses don't always just mean you the better quarterback. You feel me? Because Jalen Hurts ain't better than Lamar Jackson. He not. But the boy done been to he went in 2 of them bowls and won a Super Bowl. But he ain't better than Lamar. Yeah. So you get what I'm saying? Yes, he played well in the playoffs. But he ain't no better player than Lamar Jackson. And I love Jalen. Got a lot of love for Jalen. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Cam won MVP in 2015. I can't say. Now look, I think he could. I hope so. I can't sit here with a straight face and tell you that Jalen Hurts gonna win the MVP trophy. I can't tell you that. So I think again, Jalen, he deserves all the praise he get. But all I'm saying is that I don't think he was better than Cam as a player. Now, I do think he's probably a better leader. Yes. I do think Jalen is a better leader than Cam. Yes. Yes. I can't sit here with a straight face and tell you he's better than Cam Newton as a quarterback, though. I can't sit here and tell you that. QB's got to stop shrinking playoff time. I agree. For sure. Because Lamar got to pull this off now. They're going to have to they're going to start looking at Lamar like with funny style eyes, no matter how many MVPs he got. You know what I mean? So he got to pull this off. Brady won Super Bowl. Now, you're right. That's why Tom Brady in the upper echelon. He is. Calvin, all I'm saying is, if you, and that's my point. I don't think if you put Jalen on that 2015 Carolina Panthers team, I don't think they make the playoffs, bro. That's all I'm saying. And I love Jalen. I think Jalen got that team 7-7, 7-9, 8-8 at best. That same squad. Now, Dak Prescott numbers are way better than Jalen Hurts. Is he better too? No, he's not. That's what I'm saying. I don't think context matters in everything. Again, it's not just numbers. Because if we're looking at numbers, Jalen and Cam numbers, a lot of times they ain't too far off. I still don't think he's better than That's my point. I still don't think Jalen better than Cam. You know what I mean? Now, I know we playing, if was a fifth, we all be drunk. Oh, cuz, what's going on, cuz? But I do think it's not a lot of pressure on Jalen to be extraordinary. It's not. It's a lot of times, I'm gonna be real with you, I love Jalen. A lot of times, all he gotta do is just play within the flow of the game. And he good. You know what I'm saying? All he gotta do is just play within the flow of the game sometime, and he cool. And I don't think Cam ever had that luxury ever in his life. Neither did Tom Brady either. But what I'm saying, like, is it like, man, he didn't have the luxury to just play within like Cam had to be it. He had to be the one. Like, there's no if and a but about it. Ain't no, hey, Cam. Cam can't be average. Like, he can't have a game where he just like, he all right, and then they just win. No, he gotta put up, he gotta ball out. And it's times where Jalen can throw for 112 yards and they win the game. I'm just being real. Jalen, and I love Jalen. Jalen can throw for 112 yards and they win the game. Still. And for Cam, he throw for 112. It's not gonna cut it. And I know when I say that, it sounds like I'm slighting Jalen. He can't help the talent that's around him. He can't help that. Like, they doing a great job by surrounding him with talent. That's what you're supposed to do as a team. But it's times, and Jalen do run, he run for TDs, for sure. But it's times where Jalen, you know what I'm saying? Cam ain't got that dog. Oh, OJ, I don't agree with that. I think we measuring Cam's dog off of him not jumping on that ball, bro. But listen, man. I seen Cam, like, again, have moments where, like, man, he's absolute dog in him. We looking at him not jumping on that football and how he looked again in 2015 against against Denver. And Cam never redeemed himself from that. Because a few years after that, he kept getting hurt and he never was the same after that. Peyton Manning, if we look at, like, can you imagine? Truthfully, remember that Super Bowl Denver went to? They got blown out. And Peyton Manning them got dusted off. Seattle smoked their boots, right? Now the second time they went to the Super Bowl, Denver won, but it wasn't because of Peyton Manning. You know that. You know who won that game. Von Miller, DeMarcus Wheeler won that game. Let's be for real. But see, I don't think we can just deduce. We can't. I don't like that though. Like, because I feel like in certain sports, some players don't get held to that same standard in other sports. Other dudes can just be like, they can have bad moments. Like Cam is always, people always define him by not jumping on their football. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always define, hey, Nasir, hey bro, check out my video. I made a live stream in the video about the Hulk Hogan thing. When you get a chance, when you finish, when I get off this live, take a look at my video that I made and my live stream I made about Hulk Hogan. And I'll lay out exactly how I feel about the whole thing, bro. You feel me? But I appreciate you asking. But when you get off, check it out. I have made a video and a live stream about it. Cam, why did you not get the football? But look though, I don't think that's fair though, bro. Because if we gonna do that, it's other players that had terrible moments. I'm trying to think. Like, it's other players that have had terrible moments. I think. I saw Jason Whitlock talking about it's our fault that Hulk Hogan said. It's black people's fault that Hulk Hogan said what he said. That's so crazy. Like, I'm looking at Jason Whitlock now. It's our fault Hulk Hogan was saying this stuff about black folks. Matt Cam is mad because he sees Lamar, Jalen, and Jaden getting love he never did. Now he knows he will be forgotten soon. Now, I can't agree with that. I can't. I agree with that. But I also don't think Jalen Hurts better than him. I think two things can be true. I think Cam do be feeling away about these young boys getting certain credit or whatever. I do think he be slick hating, right? I do think he be slick hating for real and throwing shots. But a lot of times throwing shots to go viral on his YouTube channel, throwing shots to go viral on his YouTube channel and for clicks and all of that. But I still don't think Jalen was better than him, though. I think two things can be true in this instance. Cam Newton fans defined his career in 2015. Cam had keys to Carolina and crashed. No pun intended. Now, I do think people look at now. Look, Rap God said that, bro. I ain't say that, y'all. Y'all be getting mad at me about Tracy McGrady. Rap God said that. I ain't say that, y'all. But listen, Cam Newton got out the first round, though. God, let me stop. Cam Newton got out the first round, Rap God. We're not going to do that. Cam be trying to go viral a lot of times. April Walker, what's going? You watching football, April? He wouldn't give up his MVP for the Super Bowl ring. That needs to be said about Cam. I don't know though, bro. I don't know. Do you think that sounds selfish to y'all? That MVP, man, that is an incredible honor, bro. You can be on the bench and get a Super Bowl, bro. Winning MVP is an incredible honor, bro. Sometimes I think, let's be for real, bro. Sometimes people say stuff because it sounds good. I ain't giving up that MVP. You gotta be a man amongst boys. Like, I know you want a ring, but I also ain't giving up that MVP trophy. Hell no. I'm etched in history. I get that MVP trophy. Hell no. I ain't giving that up though. It ain't like he got more than one. He only got one. I ain't giving that up though. Like, I don't know, bro. I ain't just giving up that. Like, I remember when Tracy McGrady said he would rather be in a, it's easier to get into the, what you call it? I think what Tracy McGrady say? Did Tracy McGrady say he'd rather be in the Hall of Fame than winning a championship? No, he said, or something like it's easier. It was something he said, and J.R. Smith said it was stupid. But and to Tracy McGrady's point, you can be the 15th man on the bench and get a championship. For real. And it's our boy Mac. Y'all love Tracy McGrady. This the Tracy McGrady channel over here. Right? And Mac like, hey, I'd rather be in the Hall of Fame. My name is etched in history. My name is etched in history. Now that's what Tracy McGrady said. He say, hey man, anybody could win a championship. Now T-Mac said it's easier to win a championship than making a Hall of Fame. That's what he said. It's easier to win a championship than making a Hall of Fame in basketball. If we going by anybody on the team, yeah. Because I mean, damn, Bill Wennington got championships. He wasn't never on nothing. Now, Black Maul say Eli is literally going to the Hall of Fame one day due to those rings. His numbers are A, but he beat Tom Brady. I mean, yeah, he got two of them though. He got two. Now let me ask y'all this. Now you say Eli was tough when needed, and yeah. Now Eli won. He had two incredible playoff stretches for real. But I'm trying to think. When was the last time Eli made? I think the last time Eli made the playoffs, I could be wrong, was when he won that second Super Bowl. Was it 2012? Yeah, Al broke his foot twice and missed the playoffs line when they won 22 straight. Yeah. The Giants defense was the main reason he won those Super Bowls. Yeah, but people are gonna say he got two of them. So, now look, Brady said himself he give up all his MVPs and Stats had 2007 back. I don't know though, bro. Sometimes people be saying stuff just to say it though, Calvin. I believe Tom Brady. I believe Tom Brady for sure. But I believe Tom Brady. But I believe Tom Brady. But I don't know though. Like everybody, I don't know if I can say Sabo boy. So you think everybody that won? Let me ask you this. You think everybody that won an MVP would give up their MVP for a championship? Do y'all think every great player would do that? Because every great player ain't wired the same way. Do y'all think every great player will give up their MVP for a Super Bowl? Because guess what? Guess what? Y'all love Randy Moss, right? Randy could be very selfish. Very. Randy would show up when he wanted to show up, all of that. Look. And don't nobody ever disrespect Randy. And Randy was playing when he wanted to a lot of times. And I don't know. Randy might say it like, you know what I'm saying? Grown man Randy now. Randy was showing up when he wanted to. But I think Randy, and nobody say nothing crazy about it. Do y'all say Randy was selfish as a player? Hey, Calvin, I hate to tell you, Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer, bro. Russell Wilson, a Hall of Famer, Calvin. Now, he might not have did what he wanted y'all to do in Denver, but Russell Wilson is a Hall of Famer, bro. He is. Now, look, Randy, as great as Randy was, no. I'm not saying he wasn't a quarterback. Randy would literally, Randy literally would show up when he wanted to at times. I'm not saying it's the same thing, but Randy literally would not be playing sometimes. In Oakland, he wasn't even trying in Oakland, bro. He wasn't even trying. Now, some of y'all gonna say, look at the quarterbacks he had with you. No, he supposed to be. Terrell Owens got 800 receiving yards. Who the hell was throwing to him in Buffalo? J.P. Losman and Terrell Owens was about almost 40 years old and still got about 800, almost 800 yards receiving. In Buffalo, who was throwing him the ball? J.P. Losman and who was that over there? Lee Evans? He over there with Lee. We over there with Lee Evans and them. Who was throwing him the ball? Randy not getting that. And he did go over 1,000, but listen, him and Terrell Owens' work ethic is not the same. It's not. Trent Edwards, I'm talking about. Trent Edwards, I'm talking about Lee Evans. Lee Evans is the other receiver. Trent Edwards. See, like him and Terrell Owens, they drive is not the same, y'all. It's not. It's not. Terrell Owens. Look, do y'all remember T.O. came back to play in a Super Bowl when he broke his leg and came back and played in the Super Bowl? Randy up in that mother. All right, y'all, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So y'all said neither have a ring, but my point is this though. All great players, some great players selfish, bro. And that's how it come to, that's what it come down to, bro. Black Mall. We're not gonna do that. Michael Jordan was a first round pick too. Let's remember that, Black Mall. You love Mike. Mike, your boy. Michael Jordan was a first round pick too. Randy was a freak of nature for sure. But let's be for real. Let's be for real though. That's not no excuse because he was a first round pick. He shouldn't try hard. That's not no excuse. He said T.O. sabotaged every quarterback not named. Now he did though. But I can say this. Every time T.O. stepped on the field, I knew I was getting 150%. When Randy got on, as great as Randy was an animal. He was an animal. He was a video game character. I don't know what I was getting with Randy. If Randy wasn't in the best situation, if Randy don't like his quarterback play, he don't like his team, I don't know if Randy gonna give me 150%. Shannon Sharp say the same thing. If Randy don't like the situation he playing in, I don't know if he giving 100%, 150. I don't know. Black Mall, I'm not saying Randy not great. He's extraordinary. You don't think Randy was not, you think Randy and T.O. work ethic was the same? You don't think it was times Randy wasn't trying? It was times he wasn't even trying, bro. Randy was one of my favorite receivers all time. He's a dog. But what I'm saying is, it was times he was out there dogging it. If he didn't like the situation, Black Mall, he not playing. He don't care. if Randy didn't like the situation he was in, F it. Hey, F it, man. F it. If he don't like the situation he in, that's what Randy's. A lot of times Randy was doing that. And issues and yes, Randy was still great. But I'm telling y'all, I could be a quarterback. I know for a fact Terrell Owens is going to be playing at 150%. Now, he going to cuss me out and complain about him not getting a ball. But I know Terrell Owens, he running every route like his life depends on it. Every single time. I can't say the same for Randy. And I love Randy. I like Randy as a person, as a grown-up, as an adult. I like Randy more than I like T.O. You know what I mean? Now, Black Mall. Now, look, I'm not saying he didn't work hard and try, bro. See, that's what y'all be saying about LeBron. He got 40,000 points, which a lot of people be saying he just got there because of longevity. I'm not saying he didn't work hard. He did. What I'm saying was, it was times he didn't care. Man, Randy didn't care about what was going on in Tennessee. Randy didn't care about what was going on in San Francisco. Randy didn't care about what was going on in Oakland. He did not care when he went over there at all. He was not feeling that. But Randy was so great, he could do stuff without even trying. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying Randy wasn't like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it was times I feel like, I'm not saying he wasn't a hard worker. He was. But why like again, Shannon Sharp said the same thing. Shannon said, look, Terrell Owens going to give you 150. If Randy ain't liking what's going on, he gonna be like, man, I ain't with this. Oh. Yeah, in Tennessee, he ain't care what was going on over there. And he didn't. And Randy is phenomenal. I love Randy. Randy was like a video. I never seen nothing like Randy before. I never seen nothing. I don't know. I never seen nothing like Randy because ain't no dude that tall supposed to move that fast at all. You feel me? You say y'all still rocking with Shannon Sharp. Oh man, you know Shannon does. He's great in media, but I didn't like. I don't listen. Him with that young girl. Whatever. I don't be liking how he be. Like a lot of times, Shannon has voiced himself to be like a person that stands in solidarity with black folks. And if I'm standing in solidarity with black folks, it's just certain people I'm not talking. I'm not having conversations and sit downs with. Like, why am I talking to Amber Rose? And I know, like, Amber Rose be up here riding out with anti-black folks. Dave Portnoy and them. You know. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Bad, y'all. My bad, big dog. But yeah, though. But no, what we were talking about a lot of different stuff. The media really had people believing Bubba Chuck became a 4-time scoring champion and MVP without practicing. Hey, listen, now Black Mall. That's the same way Kobe Bryant fans got people thinking like Shaq was just a lazy bum, and he a league MVP with 3 Finals MVPs. Same way Kobe fans talking about Shaq was just lazy and a bum. That's the narrative they riding with because they don't like certain things Shaq's saying about Kobe. They got people feeling like Shaq was just a lazy bum because Kobe said something about him not working out that hard. And like you said, you don't get 3 Finals MVPs. You don't start, bro. I'm done, y'all. OJ, you did it. OJ did it. OJ know what I'm talking about. Kobe fans out here talking about Shaq just a bum now. He all he did was be lazy. And you don't get the name Big Diesel or the most dominant player we ever seen by being a lazy bum. You just don't do that. You just don't win 3 Finals MVPs. Shaq gained 100 pounds in LA. And OJ, guess what he was doing in LA? Winning Finals MVPs and championships, OJ. Don't do that, OJ. He was winning them Finals MVPs and them championships. You hear me? In LA, he became the Big Diesel. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we can do that. We can do that too. Shaq won 1 chip in Miami. Yeah, he did. Shaq was out of his prime by the time he was in Miami for real. Shaq was exiting his prime by the time he left LA. He was exiting it. He said Cam is Derrick Rose. Jalen is Tony Parker. Tony Parker, Finals MVP, 5-time All-Star. Let me see some Tony Parker. Let me see some more before I call him Tony Parker. Before I call Jalen Hurts Tony Parker, let me see some more. Tony wasn't flashy. You're right, he wasn't flashy, but he did everything right. He fit that puzzle, that San Antonio Spurs puzzle piece. He fit them. He was exactly what they needed. Honestly, listen, it sounds crazy. I don't know if they win as many if Tony ain't the point guard for them. Tony played the right way for them. If you can get another guard that score more than Tony, I don't know if they win as much if Tony ain't the PG for them. Being real. Said Tony Parker and Ginobili are the reason these players pop all over. Ginobili. I even say this, man. The Greg Popovich and them had them rocking like a well-oiled machine. Hey man, you probably knock over the thing, man. The Spurs were a GOAT team. Yeah, the Spurs were a great team. Outstanding. I'm gonna be real, man. Big Tim Duncan was the anchor. Big Timmy was the anchor, and everything else flowed down from him. Tim was such a selfless superstar, man. Tim was such a selfless superstar, too selfless at times. I'm not taking no pay cut. I don't give what you. Tim out here taking pay cuts. Him and Tom Brady. I'm not finna do it. Get somebody else to do that. I'm not taking no pay cut. Give me my paper. I know them. The management got that money. They got it. I don't care if you got to cut a deal under the table like they used to do back in the day. You got to cut a deal under the table with somebody else. Go ahead and do that, like they used to do back in the 90s. But I ain't taking no pay cut. I'm sorry. I worked too hard. Oh man. Yeah, San Antonio, man. Like, listen, they were the best half-court team in basketball for about a decade, man. Best half-court team in basketball. And it's just like, man, they look, them offensive sets, the ball movement, Tim Duncan's IQ, always high. He used the glass like it wasn't nothing. Like he used it to his strength every single time. And look, they was out here winning because of that. Would Greg Popovich be over Pat Riley as a coach? Well, I wasn't living during the time the Showtime Lakers were winning to know like I don't know the nuances of the coaching of Pat Riley. I seen him in Miami get that one, but I don't know like what his in-game adjustments look like and all of that when he was in LA and everything. I'm not sure. I know he was in New York, took the New York Knicks on a deep run and all of that too. But I don't really, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Best thing that ever happened for LeBron was them dropping the ball with Kawhi. That's another 4 rings for Pop if he doesn't have. Kawhi been hurt, Black Mom. I can't say that's a Kawhi been hurt. So I can't say that Kawhi was gonna do nothing. He been hurt since he left. Since he left Toronto, Kawhi been hurt consistently at all the wrong times. So Kawhi ain't proven nothing since he been. Kawhi ain't been the best player in LA since he left Toronto. So I can't say what Kawhi would have been doing or not because he been hurt. And truthfully, I believe Kawhi knew he was injury prone when he was in San Antonio. He knew that. That's why he went all in Toronto and did all he could do to get all he squads all of that out of that orange, squads all the juice out the orange in Toronto, got that championship. But yeah, man, Kawhi ain't been healthy and God knows when, man. So which do you think is the more entertaining product? The NBA 90s or NBA today? I would say I like the NBA. Let me say this, the NBA of the 90s. I mean, I like the star power felt different. So I enjoyed the game because of the star power. The star power felt different. Now these guys today are more athletic. I think in some instances, certain positions they're more skilled in certain positions, like the big man and stuff like that. But I think in the 90s, the star power, it was so many stars, and like every time you turned the game on, it was a star on every team. And I like that. Like in the late 90s or early 2000s, I could watch the New Jersey Nets. I knew Jason Kidd was going to be doing his thing. He had Richard Jefferson running with him. Young Kenyon Martin at the time, right? I could watch Minnesota and see KG out there with Sam Cassell and Sprewell for that year they did their thing. I could watch Ray Allen hoop with Rashard Lewis in Seattle. If I'm watching the Supersonics, if I turn to Phoenix, I can watch Steve Nash with a young Joe Johnson and Quentin Richardson. You know what I mean? And Sean Marion and Amari Stoudemire. Like, you know what I mean? So April, y'all gotta stop talking about team hopping. I'm not loyal to no franchise. I would never be loyal to any of these franchises. None of them. Especially after I saw how Isaiah Thomas got done dirty by the Boston Celtics. He went and played through injury for them. He had a hip injury, played for them after his sister died in a car crash, and they still told him, "We're not giving you this max money, even though you bought out for us. Sorry, goodbye." So I wouldn't be. I don't care about player loyalty to no franchise. I don't care nothing about it. I don't care if you go to a different franchise. It don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it's dirty. So right, it's business, right? It's business, Calvin. So I'm as a player, I'm gonna conduct my business, the business of Machiavelli Mills. I'm not in the business of the Chicago Bulls. I'm playing with Chicago. I'm my own business. I'm not the Chicago Bulls business. So I'm gonna go wherever best suits me. You feel me? I'm from Chicago, and I wouldn't be loyal to the Bulls. Hell no. Especially when the Chicago Bulls got a problem playing for it. These teams in Chicago got a problem playing the players, paying the players. I'm stuttering. They got a problem paying them. I'm in the business of Machiavelli Mills, not in the business of the Chicago Bulls or the Minnesota Timberwolves. Forget y'all. Because guess what? In upper management, at the end of the day, they make sure they getting a cut of that pie. They making sure the check is cutting for them at all turns. They don't care. They getting money off my merchandise. They got bobblehead night with my thing on the bobblehead. They using my likeness to fill the arena up every night, making sure they pockets is lined up with paper. So I don't care nothing about staying loyal to these franchises. I forget them. So yeah, man. Listen, I watched the city of Chicago, not necessarily the Bulls. Like I watched how the Bulls like, hey, look, man, we finna get D Rose up out of here. I mean, but he kept getting hurt, so Ironic, like, logically they felt like let's get some value for him now before he just keeps getting hurt and is no good to nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the NBA is the business. So I wouldn't conduct business like these are my friends. Now I'm staying loyal to my friends, to my family, to my friends. I'm staying loyal to them. But I ain't staying loyal to these teams. Heck, Malcolm, where you put my water bottle at, son? Oh, I see it. Yeah, man, these franchises, Bron is self-serving, bro. Every athlete is self-serving, bro. Every athlete is self-serving for the most part. Oh, like what? You should be self-serving as an athlete. We can now when we on the court, we be all about the team on the court. All about the team on the court. You know what I'm saying? Said once the coach cut Peyton Manning, I knew anybody could. Bro, right. Hey, Peyton Manning is a lifelong Indianapolis coach. They got him up out of there. They saw Andrew Luck. Soon as they saw Andrew Luck on the horizon, hey, listen, thank you for your service, Peyton Manning. We don't know how you're going to recover from that injury you got. Thank you for all you done. Goodbye. They're going to put up a little package up on a video, a tribute video up on the screen for the fans to enjoy. They're going to stand up and clap, and they're going to say thank you. Have a nice day. So, yeah, man. So it's just like, and right, and Andrew Luck, and young baller, don't call Andrew Luck soft. Andrew Luck went through injuries like crazy. Lacerated kidneys, all type of crazy stuff he was going through as a player. And everybody is not built to keep coming back all these crazy injuries. He was getting dinged up so bad, getting ragdolled in Indianapolis. And at a point, enough was enough for him. And sometimes these athletes be going through so much, like it be like it hurts them to play. I was shocked Brett Favre stayed in Green Bay. Hey, Favre in there, he was a legend in Green Bay though, so he like I ain't leaving here. Right, his Andrew Luck offensive line was not good. He was getting ragdolled. He not soft, man. He went through a lot. He went through a lot with that franchise and tried to play for them, and it didn't turn out good for him. The Colts had a drug. Right, they had Jim Irsay. Jim Irsay was doing all type of stuff up in there, wasn't he? I heard Jim Irsay was on the drugs that Nancy Reagan told us not, just say no to. That's what I heard. Jim Irsay was on the drug that Nancy Reagan told us just say no to. Oh, he said anyone that calls Andrew Luck soft is a clown. Yeah, I remember when Doug Gottlieb tried to act like he tried to get down on Andrew Luck and call him soft and call him a entitled millennial. And I remember they got down on Doug Gottlieb, clown him out, man. Yeah, I can't compare injuries, and that's why I remember. Y'all remember when Kawhi Leonard was in San Antonio, and I remember when Tony Parker was like, "I had an injury just like Kawhi's, and I came back in lesser time." I was so mad at Tony. I said, "Kawhi, leave San Antonio." Because why the hell is Tony Parker coming out here throwing you under the bus talking about I had a similar injury and it took me less time. I said, hell no, Kawhi. They got Greg Pop. They under there talking as an extension of Greg Popovich and talking crazy. So we about to lead a franchise. You remember that kid, Carr? Tony Parker talking about he had an injury and just like that, he came back in lesser time. I'm like, man, Kawhi, get up out of there, Kawhi. Oh, like I thought that was so bogus. That was so goofy. Like you supposed to be my teammate and you throwing me under the bus in public to the media. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like, what are we doing? Said Tony Parker pissed me off. Yeah, Tony did a lot of crazy stuff, but a lot of crazy stuff. Ton. But that right there, April, That had me pissed. I'm like, nah, why is you doing this to your teammate? You a Titans fan? I got you. Boy, Will Levis out for the season. Hey, Will Levis be putting mayonnaise in his coffee. That's how I know he ain't supposed to be no starting quarterback. When you doing shit like that, you ain't supposed to be the starter. Something going, hey, nah. Will Levis putting mayonnaise in his coffee, got to go. He said Tony Parker and Derek Fisher, and that's funny. Tony Parker and Derek Fisher. Thank God they never played together. Their locker room would have been destroyed. Mr. Steal Your Girl. Both of them was Mr. Steal Your Girl. They would have been trying to sleep with everybody's girlfriend. Tony Parker trying to sleep with this woman, and then here come Derek Fisher trying to sleep with the other teammate woman. Derek Fisher out of pocket. And so Tony Parker out of pocket too. That's crazy. Both of them boys wild. That's why Tony Woman dumped him after he got a new contract. Eva Longoria from Desperate Housewives. Tony Parker was married to her. She found out Tony was creeping around with Brent Berry's wife behind her back, and she got up out of Dodge, got up out of there on Tony. Got up out of there on Tony. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Derek slept with Barnes, baby. Yeah, he did. No. Derek Fisher don't got kids with her. He don't got kids with I don't think he got no kids with Gloria, but he married Gloria though. Yup. Now, Chris, I never found out if the story about Jason Richardson was really true or not. The rumor about Jason Richardson was that he got Steve Nash's wife pregnant, and Steve Nash divorced from his wife because of that. And Steve Nash and his wife are divorced, but I don't know if the rumor was true that he got her pregnant or not. I don't know, but I remember that was the rumor back in the day that Jason Richardson got his teammate's wife, Steve Nash's wife, pregnant. Damn, Jason Richardson did play for the Suns at one point. Yeah. But yeah, man, it just boy, it'd be quite crazy. Yeah, I remember Derek and Matt fought. I remember that. I remember Matt Barnes talking about the fight, blow for blow, and on past like interviews and like podcasts. Peyton Manning or Brett Favre? Peyton Manning to me is a better quarterback than Brett Favre. Yes, I'm going with Peyton Manning. Now that rumor about Jackie Christie is false though, because that Jackie's child, she already had a baby when she got with Doug. Doug just raised her and claimed her, but she already had a baby. That's public knowledge. That baby not Chris Webber baby. She had a baby by another dude when she met Doug. You know what I'm saying? Delonte wasn't with no Savannah James. Delonte was allegedly with Gloria James. Delonte was messing with LeBron Mama, which I do believe. Yes. Because Gloria James I had talking to this rapper named The Real Lambo or something. It was so crazy. Stop now. Mills, what do you think about Paul Pierce telling brothers to go overseas? I don't know. That's his prerogative. He got a problem finding a good woman and he a millionaire. That's on him and the women he choose. Like I don't. Me personally, I found good women in America. I just happened to mess up when I was with them good women. You know what I mean? So I think that him saying that, man, talking about going overseas, Rampage Jackson got women from overseas like crazy. They've been ripping his pockets off like it ain't. Rampage Jackson had a woman take all his money, right? Shane Mosley, Asian wife, took all his paper, and she even took his championship belts, right? Rampage Jackson, other woman from overseas, made him choose between him and his son. And he chose his son. Rampage Jackson, other wife from overseas, didn't. Rampage Jackson keep running into terrible women overseas. So all of that go to other countries. No, I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? Jen took, yes, Brian. Jen took Shane to the cleaners. Now Deontay's wife is black. She's black and Filipino, right? So she's raised in America. She from America, right? Deontay, that wasn't his wife. That was his fiance. Deontay never married. He never married Chantel. Is her name Chantel? Yeah. Telly Swift, he never married her. But boy, Jen took Shane Mosley to the cleaners. Jen took nearly all Shane paper. Listen, Shane's so silly. Boy, the girl, he didn't even know Shane didn't even know when he married the woman if she was divorced from her previous husband yet or not. So all of this overseas women do this and do that. But I didn't see overseas women take brothers to the cleaners. So when brothers say all of that, it be about the woman that you choose and the woman that you pick. I'm gonna make a video about that. Because Paul Pierce saying that as a millionaire, you can't find you a good woman. Paul Pierce can find him a woman that's in the entertainment business like him. He can find him a 45-year-old woman that's fine. They got it all together. You know what I'm saying? Paul Pierce liked to mess with OnlyFans girls. I can tell how giddy he gets around strippers and how he was paying for a girlfriend for a day. I remember he was on that podcast with Kevin Garnett talking about you can pay to get a girl for a day. You could pay for a girlfriend. That's had me know Paul liked to trick on girls. He a trick. He liked to mess with them young, you know, them young freaks out here. That's what he liked to do. And then he talking about, oh, go to see overseas, the woman gonna do you bogus. Look at the women you picking, Paul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Kid Car. Bro, talk about it. Them women on 90 Day Fiance from overseas be having attitudes like a motherfucker. I'm talking about they be, a lot of them be rude. They be snarky. Some of them be disrespectful. They be trying to boss the American dudes. If they feel like they weak, they be trying to boss them around. Nah, Isaiah, we not gonna subscribe to that, Isaiah. I'm not gonna let you think like that. Paying to take a woman out to eat and courting her is not the same as coming out of $25,000, $50,000 like Shannon Sharp. Isaiah, I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna That's not the same thing. And Isaiah, a lot of brothers, they be trying to trick y'all and let them and make it feel like what you doing is the same thing as what they doing. Paying $50,000 to sleep with a girl is not the same as taking her to goddamn on Outback or taking her to Longhorns to go eat. So that is two different things. Shannon Sharp was out here paying 25. The girl Shannon Sharp was messing with told him $25,000 per cheek. You miss me? What? That ain't the same as me taking a girl downtown to go to Navy Pier. Taking her downtown to go on the rooftop at the rooftop lounge chilling. Now I know, Isaiah. I know you playing. I'm just talking mess. But I'm talking for real though. I'm talking for real. You know what I'm saying? But I know you playing, but I'm gonna talk about that. But yeah, Taylor Rooks, she posted pictures with her boo, and everybody hurt. Everybody, like, oh my God. Hey, Taylor Rooks went to University of Illinois with some of my friends too. If I was at Illinois, I would have had to say, I would have tried. I ain't gonna lie. Me and Taylor Rooks would have been in the same communication department, and I think Taylor like a year younger than me. I'd have had to be like, Taylor, we in college, baby. Let's go get that 2 for $20 from Chili's. Let's go get that 2 for $20 one day. 2 for $20 saves lives, bro. I ain't gonna never let nobody play the 2 for $20. The 2 for $20 be out here saving lives. Tanya, what's going on? I see you in here, Tanya. Tanya, what's going on, Tanya? Glad to see you in here. Tanya always show love, man. She show a lot of love, man. I appreciate it too. Say Taylor Brooks is fine. Everybody was talking about Joy Taylor and Joy is fine. Yeah, Taylor, I don't know, man. Taylor, like you said, that Taylor Rooks, boy. Woo! Taylor Cole. You said 3 for me. That 3. I got you. What's up, son? What's wrong, baby? Hold on. Come here. You don't want to come over here with me? I'm trying to let my son pop in the camera real quick for one time, for the fun time. AJ Acosta. I don't know who that is, man. Who AJ Acosta? Have you ever been to California before? I've been to San Francisco. That was it. I have not been to like Los Angeles or like anywhere else. I went to San Francisco before. Yes, baby. What's up, boy? Hey, Madison. Madison. Here you go. You popping the camera. Madison. She hit me. Hold on. See, this is why you got to hit these kids in the head sometimes. I'm just playing, y'all. These are all jokes. You can't be believing what people like me on YouTube be saying. These are all jokes. Hey, go give me the Mio off the thing real quick. Why you can't hear me is the question. I had to put the thing on mute so I can holler at you so you can hear me. You said what? Yeah, because you can't hear. No, he hit you because you was. Hey. What's going on? Why are you hitting Daddy? Because you yelled. See? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, what happened? What y'all say? Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson? They compliment each other well now, Meg and Klay Thompson. I ain't gonna front on y'all. They compliment each other very, very well. Hey, my next line. Hey, what Clarissa Shields doing in the ring, man? She in the ring yet? I'm missing the Clarissa Shields fight. See what Clarissa got going on. Him out. Because my next live stream gonna be about the hate for Clarissa Shields. Yeah, Russell Wilson and Sierra out here trying to match make. He say Tory Lane supporters are so corny. I said I told you I ain't never liked Tory Lane music at all, man. It just be I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't know it be so much auto tune. And listen, Lil Durk use auto tune, but I like the way Lil Durk use it. I do not like the way Tory Lanez use auto tune. And I heard him rapping on Sway. He can rap. It's just something about his music that just don't move me. I don't know what it is. I'm just like, yeah. I never was a fan of Tory like that. Like, nah. Yeah, Clay got way more flavor than Russ though. But you said Clay about she about to Russell Wilson him. Well, Sierra married to Russell Wilson though. And Russell got like 4 kids. Russell got like 3, like she had Lil Future when she got with him. But Russell and Sierra got like 3 kids after that. And from the looks of it, Sierra ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere at all. And truthfully, She got a child from Future, but her and Russ got like 3 kids together too. I feel like they got like 3 kids they had after that. 2 or 3. And they look like, shoot, they've been married for about 10 years now. I don't think her and Russell Wilson splitting up at all. I don't see them splitting up at all. Like, Mars might have called it the first couple of years they was dating, but 10 years in the marriage, man, like 10 years in the marriage, yeah, they ain't splitting up. They married for real. Her and Russell Wilson love each other. They happy and in love. Yeah, I seen she goes Normani. I think Normani. That's how you pronounce her name. Normani. Is it Normani? How you pronounce it? I don't really know the girl music like that. Normani and DK Metcalf. Yeah. So I let Sierra Russ me anytime. Yup. Rihanna not gonna get married though. I don't think she getting married. But yeah. Oh, he said can't turn industry buzz downs into wide. Man, listen. Y'all boy Kanye West was with Kim Kardashian like it wasn't nothing. And that was his love. All his kids with Kim Kardashian. So hey, Kanye was out here today, man. Kanye set the standard. Buzz down in Chicago. Buzz down is another word for a promiscuous woman. That's it's a loose woman, basically. You said Rihanna will be out here putting witchcraft on you. Yeah, when she did that, shine bright like a diamond. She sounded like a witch. um, ASAP Rocky made all dark skinned brothers around the world smile in unison when the pregnancy was announced. Yeah, it's good for ASAP Rocky image. ASAP Rocky has been a long time shucker and jiver. ASAP, it's all good, April. It's really bust down was a word we used in Chicago. And then what's the boy Blueface used the word growing up? We bust down was the word we used for like girls that was like promiscuous. We was using that word in the early 2000s. And then Blueface did the bust down Tatiana. That's another Chicago thing or whatever. And it kind of went it kind of went everywhere. But anyway, yeah, ASAP, that this relationship is good for ASAP's image because ASAP has been a long time. ASAP was boy. He was tap dancing like it wasn't nothing, eating them butter biscuits. ASAP is a long time butter biscuit eater. I remember when they was asking him about police brutality, he said he don't got to do nothing but be black and die. Oh, don't ask him about none of that police brutality, Black Lives Matter stuff. He don't care nothing about that. He just want to have sex with foreign models and look at expensive art. He don't care nothing about no black folks dying. Don't ask him nothing about none of that. And then when he got locked up overseas, he was looking at black folks. Black folks, help me, black folks. I'm locked up over here. They doing me wrong. Help me, black folks. Black folks looking like, ha. You said all you gotta do is be black and die. You said you don't worry about no Black Lives Matter. What you said. You said you just want to have sex with foreign girls. With foreign girls is what he said. Foreign models, because ASAP said he want to be with the foreign girl. So being with Rihanna is good PR for that brother. Great PR for him. He said that's Rocky, all right. That's him. That's him. That's what all ASAP want to do is mess with foreign girls and look at fly art and wear nice clothes. So being with Rihanna, That's the best thing Rocky could have ever did to get him in the good graces of black folks again. But I ain't never forgot about what Rocky said. I never forgot about what he said. Hold on, y'all. Uh, yeah, ASAP was out here wilding, Black. I remember it. I made a video about it, Black Mall. ASAP did it. This was about 5 years ago. I made a video about it. ASAP was out here wild. So it's really good PR. And my Stephon, what do you mean Stephon Diggs you talking about? What's up, baby? Oh, you tired? You want to go lay down? He said, we're not talking about these topics. He all right, man. Yeah, all right. Is ASAP a top 10 trap rapper? Do ASAP rap? Hold on, boy. What you doing? You tired? No? Mm? You tired? Where is the remote at? Do you have it, Malcolm? That's in the room, huh? ASAP make what type of music he make? Trap? Is that trap music he be making? Yeah, Stephon Diggs is a wild boy. I can already tell. You said Stephon is from my area. That's a wild boy, and I'll leave it at that. I already know. I know he wild. I know he's a wild brother. I could tell by his whole demeanor. They got all type of, and he got all type of, and he got certain allegations on his name too. Y'all know what allegations I'm talking about. Stephon Diggs is the real Mr. Steal Your Girl. Ask anybody from the DMV. Yeah, I already know. I remember when they asked everybody on the team, who's a person you would least like your sister to be with? Your sister, I think it's your sister. And everybody said Stephon Diggs. I think this is when he was in Minnesota. Which teammate of yours would you least like your sister to be with? Everybody, almost everybody said Stephon Diggs with no hesitation. He said, I like fashion, so that's why ASAP one of my favorites. All the brothers that like fashion, their favorite rappers be ASAP and Travis Scott. I promise y'all, all the brothers that like fashion, my line brother, my fraternity brother, he really into fashion. He loved Travis Scott now. Travis Scott ain't never been for me, man. I ain't gonna lie. I like certain songs. Don't you open up that window? Is it antidote? Yeah. That it's only certain songs. Sicko mode, all that. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Well, yeah, he got good songs like Fashion Killer, Peso. I like Peso. All of that. I remember when Peso when he first dropped that mixtape on live mixtape. What's wrong, man? You tired of me being on here? You tired of me when we get off? My son when we get off. Yeah, West Side Gun cold. Now he cold for sure. Definitely. I get those goosebumps every me and my fraternity brothers love strolling off of that. You know, we Kappa, so we be in them you know what I'm saying, shimmying off of that mud. My line brothers used to love strolling off the goosebump song. They love strolling off of that. Only fashion I like is old Kanye. Who else you say? Old Kanye, old Wiz, and Big Sean. Yeah, for sure. That was me and you from the same era, Kid Car. So that's what I like. Big Sean used to wear the Tisa hats all the time. You know what I'm saying? They used to stay wearing the Tisa hats. You stay wearing the Tisa jackets, all of that. Yeah, Mars win. I remember, man. Listen, I remember when Wiz Khalifa used to wear the Clayco jewelry. One of the hoopers at my school, Mississippi Valley, had a Clayco chain, that Germ Jilla Clayco chain of his jersey. It was fire. It was fire. Do you rock with Joyner Lucas? I don't, Nasir. I don't. He can rap though. He can rap. I just don't like gimmick rappers. And Joyner, like, it seemed like it'd be a gimmick with every time he drops something. So yeah, yeah. Freddie Gibbs. I heard Freddie dissing. Did he diss Spitter? Did he diss Currency on them? Now, Freddie is an outstanding rapper. It's just the stuff that he does as a person. It just be so corny. But like you said, he is a phenomenal rapper. I was he dissing? You said Joyner Lucas is the greatest, corniest rapper of all time. If that makes sense, that makes perfect sense because he can rap. It just be like a lot. It just be some of the stuff. It be coming out corny, man. Some of the songs and all of that, like some of it just comes off very corny. And it's like I remember he did the Will Smith. It's gimmick rap. He did the Will Smith song. He did the song Ross Capiccioni, the song about the dude telling a story on YouTube. He did that song about I think about wanting to take your life or depression, like depression. It's always like every time he rap, it's something with it. It's like a gimmick or something with it. It's like every time. I don't like the type of Nasir said that makes sense because when I was younger, I used to like him, but when I got older, I stopped. And it happens like that for certain rappers. When you younger, you like them. When you get older, you be like, man, no. He said Joyner, Logic, and Big Sean. And now I like Sean though, especially early Sean. I like early Big Sean. I mean, no. Some of Big Sean's earlier stuff aged well, but some of Big Sean's earlier stuff aged terribly. And yeah, it really did. So it just depends. It depends. Because I Super Duper fire to this day. Super Duper Lemonade fire to this day. Balling till I get a milli check. Darko, like all of that, man. Them line, like he had a song called High Rise, dope. His verse on Fat Raps, dope. Detroit, that Detroit mixtape, fire. But then in his earlier raps, Big Sean used to do stuff like I used to hate when he used to do this. I get commas on commas. There's commas on commas on commas. There's racks on racks on racks. There's stacks on stacks on stacks on stacks. There's commas on. He used to do that a lot, and I did not like that when he would do that. But I really did. I like his raps way better than I like Logic. Way better than I like Logic and Joyner Lucas. Cause Logic, another gimmick rapper. The song about unaliving yourself. Yeah, man. I don't. Yeah, it just never. Logic was just never did it for me. A lot of people had a problem with Sean's rap voice too. Like his voice sounded kind of like immature a little bit to certain people. So they had a problem with his voice and how he would talk and how he would sound or whatever. But I like that. It's a lot of early Big Sean I like. He had a song called $1,000,000. That was my joint. I'm gonna make $1,000,001 and do it again. Because the stuff that he was rapping about on that song was so real. It was so real, man. Like I felt it with everything he was saying, but Logic, yeah, he can rap. It don't move me. And some of it be corny. Just you ever heard somebody rap and it never moves you? Machine Gun Kelly music never moved me. I know it sounds like I'm just naming all white rappers now, but just never moved me, man. Who else? Danny Brown. I just could never get into that Adderall type rap. It just was not for me like that. You know what I mean? Tiger don't clip it. Oh my God. Tiger, another one. Tiger rap a verse and he be rapping, you be thinking he building himself up to something. You be like, okay, he coming up to something. He on his way, he on his way. And then it just fall flat. It fall flat at the end. Like you be like, okay, what he doing? He coming, he going with a rhyme scheme, he going on a rhyme scheme, and then he'll just rhyme, he'll say another word that don't rhyme with nothing he said. I be like, come on, Tiger. Flag on the play. Red flag on the play. Come on, Tiger. Come on, Tiger. And Isaiah say, call me Steve. Oh, call me Steve. Oh, man, I did not like that song. Machine Gun Kelly got on there with the double time floor. Everybody like MGK. Yeah, he pulled the Kid Rock. He went to that rock lane because he know it was a ceiling on him just being a straight rapper, man. It was a ceiling on him just being a straight rapper because it was hard for a lot of people to fit. I remember when he was rapping at the Breakfast Club and Charlamagne told him he don't feel his music like that. And MGK started rapping and he was like, you don't feel that? And he was like, Charlamagne was like, yeah, it does nothing for me. Just does nothing for me, man. It just does nothing for me. It just does nothing for me. K Slay didn't like Big Sean. What K Slay? Hold on, wait. Rest in peace to the drama king, K Slay. What did K Slay say about Big Sean? Brian. What he say? Black Mom, my daughter loves Tyler the Creator. My daughter loves Tyler the Creator, man. She love him. Who else I couldn't get into as rappers? MGK, Logic. Who else? I'm trying to think. I mean, I told you I couldn't get into Tory Lanez. Trying to think who else I really couldn't get into as rappers. Some rappers I just never got. He said, daughter got good taste. And my daughter be listening to with Trippie Redd. She's 14. I see her. Trippie Redd. She listen to Tyler the Creator. She be listening. Oh, Hobson. Oh, hell no, Black Mall. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh man. I always bring him up. I could never get into his music. And I always said, never mind. She lost me at Trippie Redd. Oh, Young Baller like Trippie Redd. Casey Veggies. I remember, boy, that was that live mixtapes era, Kid Car. That was a lot. That was when him and Rocky Fresh them, Fresh Reggie, they had the Fresh Veggies mixtape, Rocky Fresh them. Rocky Fresh from right outside of Chicago. Where Rocky Fresh was from Homewood or something. He's from right outside of Chicago. Said somebody should have told Hobson we didn't ask for a black Eminem. I'm telling you, man, when Eminem came out, a lot of people saw a lane for them. And it wasn't just the white rappers. It was black dudes that saw a lane. They felt like, hey man, I could try to fill that lane as like an alternative style rap for black folks. And like, I don't know, man, him putting them contacts in his eyes and all of that, man. Asher Ross, Asleep in the Bread Aisle, and Retro Hash were good projects. Man, I remember he had a song called I Love College. That's the only last thing I remember hearing from Asher Ross. That customized greatly in live rhymes, and that collab tape with Rocky was fire. Hobson, absolutely not. Yellow Wolf, I don't do nothing for me. Who else? I listen, man. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, man. I never was into um. He said Take Nine is dope. How being him, how we being. He the only rapper that Jason Whitlock likes, I'm sure. G-Eazy, flag on the play. Flag on the play. What's my boy name, man, from right outside of Chicago? Juice World. Music was never for me, man. Never for me. He made a lot of like emo type music, and that's just not really my thing. Emo drug using music like that, it just ain't really my thing like that, man. I'm being real. Just ain't really for me. So yeah, just certain rappers, Cardi, Playboy Cardi. Anytime you start looking like a demon and trying to look demonic and stuff, flag on the play, flag on the play, brother. I'm going to direct you to the nearest cult so you can get all that off your chest. If you want to draw pentagrams on your body and put Baphomet heads on you and all that, go over there and go do that shit. Go to that same cult that Martin Lawrence was in when he was on the Martin show, when he was Martin Payne. I don't know. Go, man. Playboy Cardi plays into that demonic aesthetic because his audience really, they eat that up, and he make a lot of money. People really really like him. Really really like the young kids. Really really like Playboy Cardi. That stuff ain't for me, dog. I'm like Randy Jackson when I hear Playboy Cardi. It's a no for me, dog. It's it's a no for me, dog. Now I'm gonna say this though, Black Mall. It's some NBA YoungBoy songs that I did like. What's that song? Make No Sense. I feel like I'm Gucci Man in 2006. I like that. I like that little joint. And he had a song. I remember when I first heard 38 Baby. I heard that song. I was online. I was online for Kappa Alpha Psi. And one of my boys was playing that 38 Baby. And I'm like, oh no, I like this. Yeah. That NBA YoungBoy 38 Baby, I like that. Now I'm not playing YoungBoy all day, playing the whole album, none of that. But it was some songs from him where I could see the appeal of NBA YoungBoy. It was some songs he had where I was like, okay, I see what's going on here. I see what they going, I see what y'all going for. I get it, I get it. You talking about shout out to John Morant. That's NBA YoungBoy mixed with King Von. John Morant is NBA YoungBoy mixed with King Von. Red, blackball. He said the GOAT. Oh, look kids, man. You know, young kids gonna say the GOAT is. I don't even. Hey, Double XL just dropped this trash ass freestyle full of rappers. Freestyle horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh man, what? It's a little boy from Chicago named Baby Cheap Do It. His verse was just so disrespectful. I don't know. Like young boys in Chicago be just trying to be so disrespectful in their raps. I heard he went to my high school, to Morgan Park High School. He looked like Riley from the Boondocks. Wait. Young brothers in Chicago got to rap without just trying to be disrespectful. It's just like rap. Just rap, man. Like without trying to be who they be trying to be. They be trying to out disrespect each other. Who could be the most disrespectful on a song? Just rap, man. All that extra shit ain't calls for. Said wasn't a Vaughn fan, but I get the appeal. Y'all, my phone might die the whole time. If it cut off, that means my phone died. I think my charger acting bogus. So if my thing cut off, the live cut off, that means my phone died and we got a flag on the play. Yeah, now Baby Chief Do It. He got talent because he make beats. I like the beats he make, and he can flow. I like his flow and delivery. It's just the subject matter. Subject matter. Like, all right, man. I'm Chicago, Illinois to the bone gristle. But come on now. Everybody ain't killing. Everybody ain't killing, shoot 'em up, bang, bang. Somebody gotta be Kanye West. Somebody gotta be Rhyme Fest. Somebody gotta be dang on Chance the Rapper now. Everybody ain't killing machines. So we gotta come on. What is we out here doing, Joe? What is we out here doing, fam? Everybody ain't out here like the Terminator. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. No, listen. Montana 300 not even from Robbins, bro. Robbins right up the street. Robbins right outside of the city. Like Robbins really like 10 minutes outside of the city. Montana spent most of his time in Peoria, which is 2 hours away from Chicago. Yeah, he was born in Chicago, but he left here when he was a little bitty boy and went to Peoria. And then talking about he be back and forth. And no. I was making a lot of money in Chicago, so I say Chicago. No, you went to high school in Peoria. You finished out elementary school in Peoria. You are Peoria. And nothing wrong with being from Peoria. You from Richard Pryor from Peoria. I don't like Montana 300 because when I used to listen to him, I'm gonna be real. Sometimes I can be very critical. Sometimes I like things, sometimes I don't. As far as like, I like certain things in moderation. I like certain things in moderation. Did she win by unanimous decision? One. Did Clarissa win by unanimous decision? I'm gonna go on live in a minute later on. I'm gonna get my son to sleep. I'm gonna go back on live. It's time for my son to lay down. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like Montana 300, he always he tried to be a punchline rapper. Sean Livingston from Peoria. Yep. I don't like rappers that they always try to look for a punchline every time. Like, but at one time through the bass line, and the one time like the fun time and the gun time, and the gun time. All right, man. I just kept like sometimes I felt like it was just always he just kept searching for punchlines and punchlines. And I often felt like he struggled to make his own original songs. Like rapping over somebody beat, perfectly fine. But he struggled to make his own. He made a lot of original music, but it just didn't hit for me like that personally. You know what I mean? Like, so me personally, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I like punchlines, but it's just when it's way too much, it be like, we got tone. Every line can't be a punchline. Like, just imagine if all Jadakiss did was make punchlines all day. Yeah, sometimes it get annoying. That's where sometimes my criticisms of Wayne would come in. Because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes Wayne would just be so focused on punching, that sometimes his songs would stop. He would stop having. Now, every song don't gotta have meaning. Some songs just fun songs where you just lyrical exercise, right? Just lyrical exercise, and it's just fun. But now Ice Cream Truck wasn't I actually thought Ice Cream Truck was cool. I thought that was cool. The Ice Cream Truck song from Montana 300. But no, like sometimes Wayne would just do songs where it was just punching, just consistent, just punching. And like, no, man, come give me some more substance. When rappers are so focused on punchlines, the substance just goes away at times. The substance just gets gone. And Fab could get into punchlining too much sometimes too. He would be punching a lot sometimes, and he'd be like, that's where you get stuff like she said she killing them. I call it her feet be killing them. I call it suicide. Like stuff like that. Like, and I love Fab. Fab is my guy. But her feet killing them or something, they call it suicide. Like, come on, we gotta no. No. No, Fab. Fab. Now when he say I'm with 101 I'm with 101 N-words. We Dalmatian doggy deep and fly with the tongue. So if you feeling froggy leap, Kermit, I forgot what he say. No, he said, I pop up like exhibit, but give it, I'm at your crevice. Not to put no effing fish tank in your Civic. F getting your ride pimped. You get hog tied, wimp. How you in a trunk curled up like fried shrimp? It's been a good year. Maybe I should ride blimp. Cause your boy just stay above the game. Try to tag him, stay above the frame, but your shots can't reach me. I'm way above your aim. Go play it. What it say? Go ahead, player. Say another name. Take your semi full of joke and had them win. Or play the win, brother games. Well, I'm gonna get you sucker. I'll be scheming with this Keenan, aiming with this Damon. I'm putting that major pain in. My little man is on you, Marlon and Sean you. Latest beef on your noodle, make some Luca lasagna. 40 cal fettuccine, trade pound pasta. You reach for this medallion, you must like Italian. Like that's hot, that's fire. That's fire. But she's her feet killing them. We call it suicide? No. Flag on the play, flag on the play. I can't do it. Can't do it. Not gonna be able to do it, y'all. I'm not gonna be able to do it. But yeah, man. So look, man, I'm finna get off this thing so I can lay my son down so he can get some rest and chill out. And then I might pop back on. I might pop back up on here. It might be too late. I might be asleep. But I wanted to talk about Clarissa Shields. I might have to save it for tomorrow. Not sure. We'll see how it goes, man. But I'm out, y'all. Peace.